I'm going to be doing a Madden 17 video, just showing my gameplay and how I play. I'm playing the Patriots versus a random team, which is going to be the Eagles. Just to let you know, it's on all Madden. Ready? Random weapons. Let's get it.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's the Eagles going up against the Patriots.
What you said?
Alright, let's get this dub.
Get up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Here are Brandon Guy.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England.
Let me change my lineup. Let's go. Let's get it.
Patriots.
Are we receiving the ball? Let's go.
Everybody alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think he identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact. They throw the ball more than ever. Out of the air and create extra yardage with run after catch.
And now the Eagles take over. Here comes Carson Wentz bringing them out onto the field. A few rough patches last year, but all in all, he and the Eagles some good returns. And I think the Eagles have the quarterback of the future, don't they?
They definitely do. Now they continue to upgrade their receiving core, and they're going to work on.
Is that? Oh shoot, they got J.I. I forgot. I'm gonna have to play my best because I don't want to make. I don't want to look. Not, I don't look super on YouTube, so.
Now his mechanics will continue to work on that. He's a little long at times in what he's doing, but that also comes with experience. He'll work on that in the offseason. I think he's going to be a much improved player in 2017.
When you say long, what do you mean by that?
Meaning his stride. When he strides to throw the football, sometimes he overstrides, and that can
when you do
havoc with your accuracy, but he continues to work
when you do the defensive keys, when you put it, it automatically set what the defense will do. So if you put one middle, it's go make them run. It's gonna make everyone blitz and some of the other team receivers can get open. So it's like a risk when you're doing that, but pass majority of the time. I thought that flag was on last on the Patriots, though.
Jones to kick it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman.
You know who's watching right now? Please don't judge me because it's my first one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that when it hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity.
We'll go past.
Now on first down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. 17 yards on the
17 yards. First place, let's keep this going.
Gronkowski may have had to miss the Super Bowl with the injury, but he was active in that parade, and now he's back on the field. And I'll tell you what, something you mentioned to me is that he was a big cheerleader for his teammates, never hung his head through the injury, celebrated with him all the way through retirement.
We've seen superstars in the past, when their team does well without them, they're happy, but they recede into the background. Right? They get out of the way. It does hurt them a little bit. They do have pride. They want to feel like, hey, without me, they may take a little bit of a step back.
I think I'm a pretty good field goal kicker. Most people who know how to play the game, they don't really know how to play that good.
Without him in 2016, but I know this, they don't want to try it again. They want the big fella back.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting
some music. Oh, I can't bring the music.
Changes here, if anything.
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many
times look, everyone blitz in when he does this play.
Alshon Jeffrey. And he takes it down
let's go.
Enemy territory.
Okay, now he go run. Now they go run.
61 yards.
That's what I meant.
Really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi taking it in. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
I'm going to take this out.
And that'll carry over zone for a touchback. Okay, partners, New England comes out here.
Let's see what these stats looking like. Okay. Alright, I just need to keep my stats up.
Such an interesting story, how they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys,
I'm not going to do my own play. I'm just go with the suggestions they want me to do.
And they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part on offense. All right, offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, and you're exactly right, everyone's supposed to be pretty equal.
Yes, sir. I just want my passing percentage to be good. You get that, you know.
And that helped them with a #1 ranked defense as well.
I never want to see if I could do that.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance
at least make him in the middle.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a
yet.
And not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader.
Make
plays with his feet and his arm.
That was
got to the NFL,
not a good decision.
To being a receiver, was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
This is time I need to start running the ball.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Brady going to throw, eluding the pressure right. And now a fumble.
No. Okay, you got a ball.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Bounce right back on it, keeps possession. To throw, it's Brady. Getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Great job defensively.
I'm tired of risky play.
Through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. Down he goes. Jordan Hicks in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way. Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot.
Why I keep fumbling the ball?
The Patriots come up empty on 4th down.
What?
And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Whoa, man. Bro, 2 fumbles.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Holding offense.
Let's go, baby. We need this. Okay, they're going. They might go.
This is a jive. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2 Patriots there.
Oh yeah, and on Christmas be looking forward to.
Second down was a run play.
Madden 19, so looking forward.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he dropped.
I'm really supposed to be doing online, but I don't have to cut yet. Okay.
Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his second punt.
The comment down below if you ever block the punt.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
So it's my percentage. 83, okay, we good.
Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions.
We don't need to be below
been able to
70.
do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they?
I'm looking for Josh Gordon.
Through the playoffs, Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns.
Oh my God, he sacks back in defense.
Chris Hogan, undrafted.
This is a risky play right here. This is a risky play. I thought it could be an interception.
Against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin?
Fight.
Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
Now Brady surveying the field. He's going to go up top again. So he took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there. But
I'm gonna make this 100.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake.
What? No!
Malcolm Jenkins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense going.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And in that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now they'll throw it. Wentz.
Let's go, pick.
Tight end Rodgers, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well,
See, you see what it do?
The tie, the defense had other plans. They were already
All right, you don't need no more turnovers.
But boom, an interception.
I'm looking for
This was a
Gronk.
case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board.
Yeah, I'm gonna go yell for
Credit to the
him.
guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled,
Over the
made
head.
a key play.
Yeah, I tried to hurt
16
him.
yards there, and it'll give the Patriots a first down.
After this, if I complete this pass, I'm gonna be
Just
passing
below
70%.
100 receptions, 98, over 1,100 yards, 3 touchdowns, and you know, this is a guy that gets a lot of pub for being that perfect receiver for Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. What's his role going forward?
I think his role going forward is to be a bona fide #1 receiver in the NFL, meaning he's not just a Tom Brady receiver. He's that guy for anyone. And he spent so much time proving himself as he got into the league, just what you were talking about. Can I have a role here with New England? Now it's not just proving himself. It's continuing to develop in his craft, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. He never gave up on himself in his dreams, and he doesn't give up on any single play.
Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt, and look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there, and Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field
Second
turf,
round,
rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now White.
Well,
Able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands.
He's always right.
That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner,
Unless you don't fumble,
and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Partner, Tom Brady has done this so well, so many times over his career, he's turned it into art form. If there is a museum for quarterback sneaks in the NFL, Tom Brady has his own wing.
Escapes the sack, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Not too many things
He's one of my other favorite
this
plays.
magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but
This always works.
threw it incomplete.
9 out of 10 it works in it.
They'll run for it.
Red zone.
And he is in. Touchdown.
Bible walk. Bible walk.
White, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And
the Patriots have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT.
68, what?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
Didn't I have Ben Lloyd go out there?
On the board for sure.
Thought I seen him.
Nothing. That's a real tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun.
You don't even need to voice out here.
Blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half
he didn't get that answer, boy.
And half linebacker that makes tackles.
Wow.
We just saw the linebacker make that play. There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner in the backfield,
look, watch it.
Looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside.
Offside.
Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
I'll try to even.
First down and 5 for the offense.
Right.
Here's Ajayi. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of
3
3
yards.
and it sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all
Let's go, baby. Lock down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would.
I never get a good run on this.
Do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory. Why would you
That play
change
never
anything?
give me a
You're
good
going to
run.
be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Watch
The
this.
secondary, they really look clueless.
Watch how Gordon be open.
And went no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They give him 14 yards that time, and a flash shut it down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Bro, I'm getting alright. Go out for a pass one. We get tired of this number 24.
The landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rear view mirror, but so much going on. People draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices.
It's stopping on ringing.
Even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance and all that evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents. All right, that's starts, I believe, in
no, Brady. I don't want 2 interceptions.
And that's now the second time he's picked up a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
That could have been a pick, Robert.
5 yards on the catch there.
They're gonna keep doing it short. I know this. I know this. Play man.
On second down, here's Wentz.
Hold it. Hold it. Number 65. Or number 79. I see it. Defense, man. Come on.
And you, as a former defender, should know that the referees are watching this closely.
I'm telling you, this game is cheating.
I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
No, I ain't sponsored.
On first down, Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Nice.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Wentz throwing on second down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. Wentz now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Hurts over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before.
Well, let me go in the zone. I want him to go in the zone.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Wentz again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead
and tap I do my magic.
Still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff.
We
won't let the return guy touch it.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17.
Watch how I do my magic.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front.
73 yards. What?
Giving up that type of a return.
I'm not making it.
And as is to be expected,
I could have made that though.
Being good from that distance. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley.
I could have made that.
A little abruptly here. So
I was on first to make that.
Hang on here. Let me spit this out.
Let me do my magic again.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it.
This is my favorite thing right here. Right here, the Hogan.
They go on first down. Rolling to his right. And I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second? No,
Can I challenge this? Yeah. That's it, bro. Stop playing with my. I'll plow on my.
AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might?
I made that. Stop playing with me, bro.
Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe
One,
they have a
two.
season that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver? Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm gonna give you a couple of little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to score.
Okay, now this is what we make big names mad. Like this what happened.
Brand new people running the ball club.
This is what happened. They're not celebrating. You're welcome. This is what you make big name mad, bro. This is what happens when you make big name mad.
Exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines.
This is what happens when you make big name mad. It made me get sad.
to a sack on the 2-point try. So
That way you can gear off that way.
Points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade.
Boy.
Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Ain't no dude going that there.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Well, clearly one of his advantages is...
Now I got to put some pressure on his quarterback. Bump for that.
That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got his man out.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage for him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
To throw is Brady, buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end. Just nightmarish type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened.
Hold up.
Hello.
They recover.
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the guns. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to run even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2 Patriots there to bring him down.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football.
Sproles lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there.
Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They stay on the ground with White. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a carry for White. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run with White. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They keep it on the ground. White again. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goal post.
That's
before
right.
you drop the ball. There you go.
They'll start out on the ground with a Ajayi. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down following the run.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now. He's been terrific so far.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Edelman set to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So the Patriots coming out now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's White. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 83 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now Edelman. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. We focus our attention now on the Eagles' defense. And this is an afternoon that they're going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And that's going to be hard for them to do because they still have to go watch film. And so someone's going to point out all the errors, but you're exactly right. Can they set that aside and get themselves geared up for a better performance down the road?
Maybe some of them at least have dinner to look forward to with their families after this one.
Well, I've got dinner to look forward to with you, and I know who's mine.
Yep, not me. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, what, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it? And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed,
touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 75 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Eagles defense. They work their way back onto the field. They've had a day that they probably want to forget. Maybe it's a good thing it's a day game, because they've got the night maybe to wash this one away.
There's always a thing called the 24-hour rule, win or lose, right? That you're supposed to have 24 to absorb it and then what?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. Brady going to look to throw. Out to his left. And some space here. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now is Brady. He's got time in the pocket. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first down is Brady. Finding time. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't